here I am again, all right. I'm kind of inspired, all right, by Danny Britt because he's been putting up, all right, a lot of posts, all right, of different, verbal things. Aside, all right, from my drumming stuff. So, but I just wanted to tell you guys a really, really cool story. By the way, I'm on the treadmill, so you guys, all right, don't think, all right, I'm out of my mind. There's a light behind me, right, which kind of blinds things. But I want to tell you guys a really, really cool story about, like, when you're young, you really think, right, that you really don't have much limitations. When I was about, I guess, 14 or 15, maybe 16 years old, God rest my Uncle Mel, my hero, took me to see Buddy Rich over at the Speakeasy on Long Island, right? It became Speaks, but I think then it was called the Speakeasy, or it might have been called the Tiger's Tail. It was in Island Park. I think it's still there. I don't know what club it is now, but a lot of big bands played there. If you're from Long Island, you'll remember Zebra played there. Twisted Sister used to play there. But it was a jazz club back when I was 16 or 17 years old. Kind of dates me. So I'm watching Buddy, and I'm only playing drums, I guess, like maybe about 3 or 4 years. And I'm watching him, wow, what a band, right? He did the West Side Story. It was really right when he was just starting out with that big band, which was probably, the last 20 years of his life. His work, right, was the most amazing, I think, in the big band. So, everything he did, right, was pure magic. But I remember, watching him play. And then I remember my Uncle Mel, I think he got me a record. And on the record, Buddy Rich said, the key to a big band is to set a standard so high that that's what every other band has to shoot for. It was one of his quotes. I thought it was a pretty good quote, because that's what you want to try to accomplish. But anyway, so I'm watching him play, and I'm thinking, right, at this point, when I heard him, do what he was doing, I can do that. I can do that. I'll be able to eventually accomplish that. And guess what? I never accomplished it. I never was able to do what he did. So, after a while, I didn't bother to try. Anybody, that bothers to try, well, there's a few guys, I've heard, that came closer, to what Buddy did as far as speed. And I want to give them credit. One was the late, great Joe Ascione. I was so sad, when he left us. And I never really got a chance to meet him, but I idolized him from afar. He used to play at On Broadway, Jerry Ricci's club. And he played with this other guy, Tony Drago, I think, and Dr. Ralph DeFemina. They did that kind of a trio type thing. But oh boy, Joe Ascione, he had Buddy down. The other guy, fortunately he has left us, Art Birdie. You go up on YouTube and you type in Art, Verdie, I believe. He probably, was probably as fast as Buddy. And, let's see. A lot of guys around debate this, but I think, that when Carl Palmer did the solo on Tank, remember that original solo on the Eagle album? That was pretty close. I thought, he came, pretty close. But the basic point, that I'm trying to make is that my hands, never had the structure and the ability to really play that fast. So, I didn't bother to try. So I guess the moral of the story is I became, what they call, more of a groove song player. Now, I do solos and stuff, but it makes things up a lot. But I think that's, a really interesting story. I don't think, and the other thing, too, Buddy, oh, he was so creative. And the thing I liked about him also, too, is as he always played things, a little bit differently. He didn't really keep it the same idea. He was always experimenting, doing different things. I've stolen a lot of things from Buddy, but never do I ever come near what Buddy did, or even try to attempt it, which I think is a good strategy. So anyway, that's my thought on that. And if you guys are you'd like to throw some comments, Remember that news station? Let us know. We'd like to know. Anyway, peace and love. I'm over at the Blink Gym. They threw me out of Planet Fitness, I told you guys, right? Because I was playing my music on my Bluetooth speaker. And some fantastically nasty, very, very large woman canceled my membership. And I was wearing headphones right after they had warned me, but she still had to do that. I guess she needed something to do with her time. Anyway, so I came over to Blink, and they welcomed me back, and it's not a problem here. Those people are right over at Planet Fitness, right? I don't think they like me very much. Maybe that lady was jealous of me, right, because of that, right there. I took off, right, 50 pounds, and she looks away like she could lose about 100. No offense, but it wasn't nice what they did. That's not nice. You know, I was, anyway, hey lady, if you're listening, right, maybe you ought to get on the goddamn treadmill. See ya.